Hey, I see you. What's up, YouTube? It's Jumpin' John with another video. How are y'all doing? What? Are you doing good? Good. That's what I like to hear. Hope y'all are making gains on your vertical, man. I'm about to tell you what I'm going to talk about in this video. If you calm down, I'm going to talk about the most important thing in training overall for increasing your vertical jump training. For increasing your vertical jump during training. Now, a lot of y'all agree with me on this. A lot of y'all don't really focus on this a lot or think it's really important, especially you younger kids, like around maybe 15 to 20, 15 to 16, 17, I don't know, younger kids, teenagers. The most important thing while you're training is to warm up. People say, I'll warm up all the time. I'll warm up. Seriously. A lot of times people go into the gym before they play. They don't warm up before they just play and run out, either run full court. They don't warm up and properly warm up before they exercise and they train. They just go in there, maybe do a couple, 3 or 4, maybe a couple, 2 or 3 sets of like lighter weight, and they'll just go into it. It's not what you want to do. That's the first way to get a one-way ticket to Injury City. That's the first way to have your ass sitting on a bench or delaying your training months on end. The most common injury is tendonitis, which is a bitch because it takes forever to get over. And a lot of times people don't stop their activity 100%. They want to keep playing. They think, oh, it just hurts a little bit. It just hurts a little bit. It only hurts. It'll hurt when I play. Especially knee tendonitis and Achilles tendonitis, patellar tendonitis, hip tendonitis. It's the most common ones, like jumper's knee. They think, you know what? It's just a little niggling injury. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna ignore it. It'll be all right. No, it won't. It's gonna progressively get worse and worse and worse. First, it's just gonna kind of hurt a little bit before you play. When you start playing and your muscles get all warmed up, you're not going to feel a thing. When you get done, it's going to kind of start to ache and sore a little bit, but not real bad. Over time, you keep doing that cycle, it's going to hurt like crazy to the touch tender. It's going to hurt. It's not going to like a killing you pain. It's not going to feel like somebody stabbed you in the knee. It's going to feel like somebody's like pinching you right on your tip of your knee. It's real sore, tender. When you're walking, you'll notice it. It's the hardest thing to do. But the sooner you realize you need to stop your activity and start some rehab, the better. Because tendons do not get a lot of blood flow like your muscles do. Tendons take a long time to heal. And in order to prevent all that from happening, it's important to warm up. We say, how do you warm up? A good warm up takes at least 8 to 10 minutes. Before I train, I sit on the exercise bike for at least 8 minutes. I'll cycle at least 2 miles. You gotta build up at least a good sweat. Body temperature's warmed up. You're ready to go. You don't want to practice. You don't want to play. You don't want to train with cold, tight muscles because it puts too much pressure on your tendons. You don't want to hurt your tendons. And so the exercise bike's a good thing to do. Treadmill, walking, or a light jog. You don't want to sprint. A light jog for at least, you know what I mean, at least 8 minutes. Try to do at least 10. You think, man, I know a lot of times I'll get to the gym, you know what I mean, they're running full court, and I'll just be like, hey, John, get over here, play. You're on my team. It's hard to say no, especially when there's 5,000 people there waiting to play. They got next after next after next set up, ready to go. And you realize if you don't play now, you ain't gonna play for about a good 20 minutes. Well, you know what? It's worth it. Because if you keep on not warming up, you're not gonna be playing for a long ass time. So make sure you take the time and you warm up. You do some dynamic stretching, which is, if you've been in basketball practice, you do that before every practice. This is where you do. And I have videos of it. You can check my videos. Walking lunge, a walking hip stretches, walking hip flexor stretch, walking quad stretch, like butt kicks and stuff like that. Do that. At least get 15 minutes. Don't so much static stretch. This is where you sit there. This is a static stretch where you just hold it. Don't do those. Do a dynamic stretch. And if you get to the point where you're hurting, you need to stop your activity and start a rehabilitation program. You don't have to go to the doctor. Rehabilitation is usually you just slow your ass down. You don't play as much, and you start doing light. You gotta do light exercises, such as what I would do is like band work. Strengthen. Most problem people have weak glutes. Strengthen your glutes. I have a video where I do the glute strength. It's like a glute. Move your legs sideways and strengthen your core. And you gotta ice and take a lot of ibuprofen. But I ain't a doctor. I've been to physical therapy. That's what they had me do. And if you can get to physical therapy, if you got a medical card or whatever, that's the best thing for you to do. If you can't, ask your doctor for medicine called dexamethasone. Totally cure your pain, but you can't keep playing. You got to strengthen it while your pain's away. Ibuprofen's another good one. You take that while you're doing rehab. Don't take ibuprofen and say, fuck it, my knee's good, I'm gonna start running and playing again. No. Strengthen your weak muscles. If you're at the point where you got tendonitis or stuff starting to get sore, it's your body telling you, hey, something ain't strong enough, something's about to snap. You don't want to get to that point. So make sure you warm up. I love you. Peace.